most commonly asked questions, what was this building before? Well, why just tell you when I can show you? In 1913, this building planted its baking roots as Bricker's West Shore Bakery. You can fact check me on that by just taking a look at the bricks outside. It wasn't until 1915 when our esteemed Manbeck's Bakery bought the place and ran it for almost 50 years. That history is built into the foundation, and you can still see it today if you know where to look. One of our upstairs areas used to be a flower loft. Why store tons of flour in a loft? Well, storing it higher up protected it from rodents, but it also kept it cool and dry, well away from the heat of the ovens that were baking all the bread downstairs. The pulley to move the flour between floors is still visible both from inside and outside. Between floors there is our freight elevator, which is super safe but also looks like you're heading into the mines, so I refuse to use it, but one of my fellow employees, Scott, was more than willing to give us a demonstration of what it's like inside. Today, the elevators are for employee and vendor use only, mainly for moving bulky merchandise between floors. If you head downstairs and through our lower level labyrinth, you'll run into a booth suitably titled the Icebox. It sits inside what used to be the bakery's cold room. In 1992, 30 years after Manbeck's, the building was turned into the PA Fabric Outlet, a dreamy destination for all of your fabric needs at a good price. There are still some pictures hanging up in Section D, reminiscent of those days. In 2006, an antique store was added to the historic space. In between and during that period, the building hosted many tenants. In Section B, the layout is from the days when Kranzel's Hobbytown would race RC cars along the track while people watched from the raised sidelines, an optimal viewing experience. In Section F, Vicky's Tap Pups, a tap dance studio, used to make beautifully synchronized taps against the floor, and there used to be mirrors lining the walls. In Section K, sat Barbizon Modeling Studio. There was their foyer downstairs. Then, when you headed upstairs, there used to be a fantastic catwalk in the big room. I actually got to walk it, but only once before it was taken out. Despite all of the businesses that came and went, our beloved antique marketplace stayed and expanded with every opportunity into every corner. Now, with over 300 vendors and over 73,000 square feet, we are a must-see destination for all antique lovers. Be sure to drop a comment below if you remember any of the businesses I spoke about. We hope to see you roaming our creaky floors soon.